Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen and ladies, gentlemen and ladies, gentlemen and ladies.
Hey, it's been a wonderful week.
It's been a wonderful,
pleasant,
hot week.
Hot week, man. Hot week.
Topic coming to the week.
Yeah, listen. If you have not been dedicated to ChatRoom, this is the time you better be dedicated because things are happening. So you're welcome to ChatRoom. You're welcome to the show. If you're watching this after the live stream, please make sure you drop your comments. Make sure you share. Make sure you like this video. It's not easy putting out content like this, okay? And in the meantime, for all of you watching right now, for you that I'm looking at watching right now, please type on the comment section your name and where you're watching from. And we'll give you a shout out. We like to give people shout outs because it's not easy to have time to engage with things like this, So today we have a very, very interesting topic for you lined up. Next week we have another interesting one lined up. The other week we have another interesting one lined up. In fact, live for you will be lined up. Okay.
Because your life is lined up. You're straight and forward. No benny, no corner. Welcome to ChatRoom. There is love and sharing. I just did wait for that.
You don't finish.
Yes, no.
All I said was lined up.
He's lined up.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No more. No comments.
Exactly.
No comment. So yes, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be touching a topic that some people might not like, but it's our duty to talk about things that are happening, so you guys can get our own perspective too. So today we're going to be talking about this topic. Apostle Chibuzor again. What is happening? So we're going to be talking about Apostle Chibuzor, the recent scandal that has unfolded. I believe it's been in the pipeline since coming, but these are things that are being talked about, and we want to share our opinion on talks and issues like this. So welcome once again, and thank you for joining. Okay, all right. So SamSoft.
Yeah, and I want everyone to understand that we talk about address every topic, so we don't dodge from any topic.
Yes.
So it's part of the show.
Yes.
We address every topic, and we are very plain and open-minded.
Very open.
So just be open-minded with us.
Yeah.
Because that's why you learn things, and you learn from mistakes, and learn from people's mistakes.
Yes.
And then you live your life right.
Yes. What he said. What he said. And even though SamSoft, does not agree with some of the things that we're going to say right here today, we're still going to say them.
Exactly. Even though that he doesn't understand, he doesn't agree to what we're going to say too, we're still going to say it.
Okay, I guess the moral here is we're going to say what we have to say.
Like to say that is that benefits you that is watching,
whether we agree or not. Yes. So welcome again to ChatRoom. Have your seat. And
get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn, your peanut, whatever you like. Get it ready.
Your carniel. Get your carniel. Living in Saple, you get your carniel. Get it ready.
All these local people. You want to watch movies, Palm Carniel.
Get your carniel. Your
Palm Carniel. You are telling them to get ready. SamSoft.
You don't know the carniel maybe the granite of
Sapele people.
Carniel very correct.
Okay. So we're going to be playing a video right now, and we're going to be reacting to this video. Credits to the creators of this video. Please, we're giving you credit. Don't go and report us and say we're playing your video without giving you credit. Okay, we're giving you credit, please. Okay. So let's. Okay, keep quiet. We have not started. What are you usually? SamSoft. Try not to be attacking people. You like to attack people too much, so try not to be attacking people.
I'm out too sharp.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you're joining, please just let us know where you're watching from, so that we can give you a shout out, okay?
And comment.
Yeah, please comment. We need to
don't
know.
Be silent on us today, because I know it's a very sensitive topic, but it's a reality show.
Yes, yes.
So we have to talk about it.
We need to say it, because if it's not being said, then there's no justice to it. So a little background story, right? Apostle Chibuzor, a well-known pastor, I believe the OPM ministries, and he has been helping a lot of people. He is a classical definition of what we call a philanthropist. You know, someone that would go all out to help the needy, help the poor,
go out of his way,
send them abroad, build businesses for them, and all that. So at some point, he had a bad deal with some boys called the Happy Boys, and the Happy Boys
made him unhappy.
Made him very unhappy. You know, he made them happy because those boys, all they were doing was
exactly. He made them happy, and
they were dancing in Chicken Republic. They were dancing, and then they fired them from Chicken Republic, and then he sent them to what country again was that? He shall send them to one country abroad.
Yeah.
And they started misbehaving, and he decided not to pay their thing again. So now, the reason why I'm bringing in this whole story from the very back, from the beginning.
So we talked about the misbehavior of those Happy Boys.
Yes.
Towards him, and you know.
Not even just that. The Happy Boys have a hand in something that is going on right now. So we have Ina Wilbard in the house. She says, greetings, Minister Mex and Minister SamSoft. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Yes. So as I was saying, the Happy Boys started, and they apologized to Apostle Chibuzor. Apostle Chibuzor, accepted and all that, and then
suddenly,
gang.
So why is that? Why you said you think they have hands in this kind of?
I never talk story.
Yeah,
You like to make me to jump.
Yeah, go ahead.
And if I jump now, you say I'm jumping too far.
No, you're not the toad, so go ahead. Don't jump.
So, as I was saying before, SamSoft is trying to make me jump. So, this particular girl, so the Happy Boys sent an audio to Pastor Chibuzor. And the audio that is sent, so I can see you watching right now. If you're watching, just type your name and let us know where you are watching from, okay? Because we need to give you a shout out, all right? So, the audio that was sent was going to be used to blackmail Apostle Chibuzor. And after they tried, where's this our technician? So Apostle Chibuzor was now being...
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know about the audio, SamSoft?
Those boys.
Yeah. They were gonna blackmail Apostle Chibuzor.
Enemy of progress.
They were gonna blackmail Apostle Chibuzor. But unfortunately for them, it was bad.
So he backfired.
Let's see what we can do. Let's look for I don't know. Our technician is not here right now. Let's go and look for him. But we'll continue with the show either ways. So they sent an audio, and in the audio, Apostle Chibuzor was heard saying that, they should leak it now. After the thing has gone viral. Will it not die down? It will die down. Allegedly, he was saying allegedly. These days you have to add allegedly inside it. Allegedly is such a sweet word now on the internet. You don't put allegedly now, they'll come and sue you allegedly.
Yeah, actually said it.
There you go. Allegedly.
We heard.
Yes, allegedly. Now here we hear and too. We have the one and only Polongo TV in the house, everybody. He says, Oga SamSoft, Oga Mex, I truly salute. Welcome to the show, sir. I think this is the first time we're having Polongo TV live on the show. Polongo TV is a great promoter. Patronize them. Welcome to the show, sir.
Welcome.
We have Uzovic in the house, everybody. He says, Uzovic in the house. Greetings, my ministers. Welcome. You're blessed, my brother.
You're blessed. God bless you.
Don't forget what we have to do next week. Don't forget.
I don't know about that one.
You don't need to know. You don't need to apply to go and see.
So you are going somewhere, you can't inform me.
We have, Polongo TV says, joining live from West Midlands. Midlands,
West
UK.
Midlands,
Okay,
United Kingdom.
Yeah, we have UK watching right now. We have Kid Bro Steve, everybody.
Kid Bro.
Welcome. Kid Bro says allegedly, indeed. Allegedly. You have to use allegedly. I'm sorry when you're giving all these background stories. So please, for everybody watching right now, please do us a favor to share now. I beg. Share.
Love in sharing.
Share it. Share it to everybody on your WhatsApp. Everybody just go and begin to share. Okay. Right, Kid Bro Steve, please share it on your WhatsApp. Bolongo TV, share it. Everybody, please share. We are not playing. Okay. We're not playing. Don't play. Bolongo TV said no, sir. I did the show sometimes. No, be my first time, boss.
Yeah, so you are Nicodemus.
Yeah, one of our shadow viewers. Yeah. Kid Bro Steve says, greetings, my brothers. Yeah, Kid Bro, we're supposed to have you in this studio. When is that going to happen? Let's know so we can.
To have you here.
Yeah. Kid Bro Steve says, share.
He like that word.
He likes that word, yeah. Okay, so, Pastor Chibuzor, they tried to blackmail Pastor Chibuzor, and he said, well, if they're going to leak the audio, they should go ahead and leak the audio. After all, he's not the only person that has done any bad thing before. He's not the only one that has impregnated a girl before. He's not the only one that has knocked a girl before.
So he said that allegedly.
Allegedly, he said that.
On that
allegedly.
Leaked.
Yes.
Recorded.
Yes. Allegedly, he said that. And he mentioned that he said, after all, you have people like Johnson Suleiman with their scandal.
He was mentioning their name.
Yeah, Johnson Suleiman and the scandal. Didn't he? All he will have to do is go to the front of the church and say, church, I'm sorry, this, and church will forgive him. Some people will leave, some people will stay. So it goes on and on. I guess the video came out, a video of a girl, or audio of a girl came out where the girl was confessing and saying everything that happened between she and Apostle Chibuzor. And we're going to begin from there by showing you guys this video. And we're going to play just a snippet of it, give credit to who credit is due, and then we'll move on with our opinions and your opinions, because we would like to hear what you have to say. So before we play the video, tell us, do you think that men of God should be considered normal human beings that can also make mistake, have sexual relationships outside marriage and with members and be forgiven? Or do you think that some strict measures should be put in place for these set of men of God? Let's know what you think. Again,
or we should just look at them as men and remove that of God.
Yeah, what he said. But yes, do you think that men of God should be considered normal men, that can make mistakes, knock anybody, and they can make Nakademus, and
the reason why I'm saying we should remove that of God, because most of the time when people will say we are talking about men of God, be careful how you talk about men of God, but then he's a man, so you can talk about the man and leave God out of it.
Abi. Yeah. So, but what if the man of God? Okay, we have a comment coming in.
Okay.
Yes, let's see. Let's just take these comments before we play the video. We have Eugene Akwala in the house, everybody. He says, Eugene Akwala watching from Jos, Plateau State, Nigeria. God bless the ChatRoom crew and viewers. Sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show. We have Kid Bro Steve says, leaders should be above reproach. So what you're saying is leaders should be above reproach in the sense that they cannot be caught making any mistake. They're not allowed to make mistakes. What exactly are you saying? That grammar is too grammatic. Exactly. Break it down. Break it down, Kid Bro.
Because the way I'm interpreting that one is different.
Yes, very, very different.
Yeah.
Not be all of us go to school. We still didn't learn.
Exactly.
We still didn't learn. So
night school, many of us go.
I ain't go night school. I go old people's school.
Yeah.
Now old people's school, some of us go. They will teach you something. I will take you time to remember it.
For the old layers.
The old layers of the school, the first generation school. So let us know. Do you think men of God should be seen as normal human beings that are allowed to make mistakes like every other person? So pretty much like SamSoft said, men. Remove the of God inside. Exactly. Or do you think that these people should be held to a particular standard? Kid Bro Steve said they should be above reproach. So I like that word.
It's like
They should be above reproach.
The law.
No, not above the law. That means their standards should be high. I think that's what it means for the little old people school.
It's like that. My own, you see where I'm interpreting it. It should be like above the law.
Above the law, yeah. So you see,
like untouchable. Is that what it means?
No, above reproach. That means they should not be making. There are some things they cannot do. There are some things they can't afford to do.
But they are humans. People can make mistakes.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But the difference between mistakes and there's some word I'm looking and habit.
Okay.
You know, when you
Godwin Edache is in the house. He says hi, Godwin Edache in the house. Okay, welcome, welcome, Godwin Edache. So Kibro says they will make mistakes as all men and women will, but if they are living in it, it's a problem.
To become an habit, yes.
That's what SamSoft said. So let's watch this clip. Let's watch this clip real quick, and then we will come back with our comments. So please pay attention to this clip so that you can, help us by telling us what you think about this particular issue. Okay. So credit to the creator of this video.
He refuses to use the protection.
Are you serious?
And I made sure I always reminded him. I said, I ask you to use protection and you're always refusing. He said, I am in his house and I cannot call the shots. I can't tell him what to do in his house. So he called the shots. It's all started in 2018, June, where I used to stay before, because by then I used to live alone. So I was here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So where I used to live then, I had my neighbors. There were couples who died 2 years apart. The wife died 2016. The husband died 2017. They were my neighbors and they had kids. They had a 14-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. So after the wife died, the man was actually going through a lot. And then the next year, he also died. The man has a son before he got married to his wife, before the 2 other children. So the kids were left with the stepbrother. So after the both parents had died, both family from the mother and the father rejected these 2 children. They said they didn't want to have anything to do with them. So the children were left with the stepbrother, who actually was not doing well. He did not have a good source of income for himself. And being that we were neighbors and me put some other neighbors, so we suggested that, okay, the girl is old enough to live with someone. Maybe because she was yet to finish her senior secondary as of then. So we kind of suggested, isn't it okay you take your sister to live with someone? Maybe they can send her to school or pay her if they wouldn't want her to be going to school in their house, which everyone agreed. And then there's this agent in that area. So we just thought it was normal skin rashes that anybody would have. So when we got to the woman's house, I remember she asked. So we were shocked. We were like, oh, this boy is back. And who are these people? So they came. And he actually brought the people that he came with to where we were all sitting. And they started asking, do you people know this boy? We say, yes, they used to stay here. You know the story now. So they now told us they were police officers. Months and 2 weeks, so about 2 months in the hospital. He paid hugely for it.
Survived. The boy survived, right?
Yes, he survived. He was okay.
So first of all, want to give a big shout out to BRG Analysis, because that's the name of the people that are doing the show that we're going to be talking about. There's a breaking news that just came in. But before we give that breaking news, let's finish with this video. I didn't like what I was watching. Our technician, I don't know what his problem is, but we're gonna technician cue the right video, please. Yeah, there's a breaking news, and you will love this breaking news. You will love it. I think some people might be angry at that breaking news. Some people might be, might be not too impressed with that breaking news. But it's a breaking news. It's a breaking news, Sha. So let's see what Kid Bro Steve is saying. Kid Bro Steve is saying something on the comment section. He said, okay. So understand the difference between a mistake and living in sin. Okay. Understand the difference between a mistake and living in sin. So I guess that's when he said beyond reproach, right? Shut up, all this advertisement. Okay. So let's go. So if you want to tell all these people on WhatsApp to stop sending me messages while we're on the show.
They are your colleagues.
Our colleagues in the whole kingdom reign. Okay, let's go.
Time. So I was like, I don't understand. But Daddy, there is somebody I want to get married to, and you're aware. So why are you actually asking me to do something like this? Why will you ask me to do something like this? What will I tell him? He said you don't have to tell him. He doesn't have to know. You just keep it between us. I was like, Even if you're asking me to go into a relationship with you, what kind of relationship exactly? He said I should come on, I should stop talking like I'm a child. Why am I talking like I don't know what? I said, no, I don't want to assume. You have to say what you want. So what kind of a relationship are you talking about? He said, okay, since I want him to say it, that he is actually looking for a sexual relationship. He said that you're a pastor. Yes.
By name?
He said that Pastor Chibuzor.
Okay, allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly,
he
that's
said
the word.
That
you don't want to
after all, he's a man. He has flesh and blood running in his vein. In my head.
He was saying this to you?
Yes. In my head, I was trying to comprehend like where this whole idea or whatever it was coming from. So I told him, I said, what if I say no? What if I say no? I want to say no. I don't want to do it. He said, just know that you cannot say no. You know me already. I do not take no for an answer. In fact, he got angry at that moment and said, why do you even think you can say no? You can't say no. I cannot take no for an answer. Who do you even think you are to want to say no to me? People, you do know how many ladies that are at my beck and calls. But it's just because I can't go to outside to start doing nonsense. I cannot do this because of who I am. This one, a general overseer. I'm bringing myself down to ask you for something like this, and you're saying no. Who do you think you are? You cannot say no. I was like, wow. But I still want to know, what if I say no? What will come with it? He said, in that case, be ready to leave my house. And if you're leaving my house, don't think that I will let you go just like that. Because I know people will start asking you, because people know I like you very well and that you are my daughter. So if you leave my house without you committing any crime, people will start asking questions. And I know you will talk. So if you leave my house, don't think I will just let you go like that. To me, that was a threat. It was a threat to me.
Allegedly, which is what he said is a threat, yes.
Yes. So I don't know if I should say I thought about this whole thing. I could not think about it. I just told him that, please, that I wanted to sleep. This thing was on a Saturday evening. I told him, please, I needed to sleep. I've heard you, and I will think about it.
I remember the month.
Sorry?
I remember the month and the year.
This was in 2019, between March and April.
Okay.
Yes. I left his room that day. He was calling me back, and I left his room. I went to my room where we do sleep with other children. I couldn't think. I don't know, I did not know what to do at that point, and I was confused.
No.
I tried my best to avoid him throughout that day. So the next day, we all went to church. I was in church, and he was on the altar preaching. I wasn't seeing him. Everything I was saying was the things he was saying into my head. They keep sounding, they keep coming back, but I was just on my own. I was just there. Nobody knew what I was going through. We came back to the house that Sunday. I tried my possible best to avoid him. And then on Monday, he sent for me.
Oh, no.
On Monday, he went for me.
Allegedly.
That the children came, Daddy, Auntie Lovett, Daddy's calling you. What will I tell the children? If I tell them to go and tell him that I'm not coming, what will I be explaining to them? So I just stood up and I went to meet him. He was like, are you still thinking? I'm sure you've made up your mind about this whole thing, that he doesn't know what I'm thinking about. After all, it's not like I'm a virgin. That's after all, that if I just agree, whatever I wanted, he will give me. Is it house? What is it that he cannot give me? Money. I'm planning for my wedding. He was going to give me the best wedding in Port Harcourt. Was going to do this. He started saying so many things. I was just looking at him.
Okay.
When he finished talking, I asked him, I said, I am aware that if I agree to this, it is going to be a hidden relationship, right? He said, yes. I said, fine. In this situation, what if I get pregnant? He said, is he a child? That he won't let me get pregnant. I said, it's not about being a child. Pregnancy can happen. So if you're saying you won't let me, it's the same thing that you have to use protection. Whatever will happen, if at all anything will happen. He said, but how do I expect him to go and get protection? What will he tell people he wants to use it for? Imagine if him going outside. I said, if that is the case, I will buy it for you.
Hey, are you a life insurance agent and you want to get 15 to 27 new recruits or clients every 60 days? Then I'm your guy. Keep watching.
Give me just 37
seconds.
seconds.
We can pause it. You just take it off. Okay. Let's keep going. Sorry.
I asked him for money. He gave me 10,000 naira cash that day.
Okay. For condom.
And then I went out. I went to everyday supermarkets and I bought him a pack of Durex.
Okay.
Yes.
Durex, that's
came back to the house. Yes. Came back to the house. Gave it to him. He was just looking at me and I left. So the next day, he was actually still asking. I have thought about the whole thing because honestly, it's not like I haven't been in a relationship. But someone like him, who he is, the threats, the fear, I was not aware if he had a dirty lifestyle I did not know before now. So I did not know what to be scared of. I didn't know, like, my head was full. So when people are asking, did he rape you? So it wasn't a rape.
Okay.
So when I thought about this whole thing, I said, okay. I told him, fine, if this is what you want, no problem. But on one condition, I don't ever want to get pregnant. He said he has heard me. I should stop preaching. Do I even see him like someone who will not be able to take care of his child if anybody get pregnant for him? I said, okay, thank God you're the one saying this. So the relationship started. It wasn't once, it wasn't twice. He kept demanding for sex.
It wasn't once,
he had his way.
Twice.
Yes, he had his way. And at each single time, he refuses to use the protection.
Okay.
Are you serious?
And I made sure I always reminded him. I said, I asked you to use protection and you're always refusing. He said, I am in his house and I cannot call the shots. I can't tell him what to do in his house. So he called the shots and he decides what happened. And I kept telling him, don't get me pregnant and expect me to go for abortion, because I will not. I told him this. He said I should stop preaching. I said no.
Okay, let's pause it right here. Let's pause it right here, guys. Let's pause it right here. So technician, bring us to the main screen. Bring us to the main screen. Thank you. So
her voice is very annoying in the first place.
Now voice you didn't listen
and
to.
the music that was playing in the background is annoying too.
It's as if you wanted to be, it is well with my soul, with my soul.
What's going on here?
It's a sober music to garner emotions, you know. All right, let's react to what we've heard so far.
Okay.
So guys, if you're watching, please I can see the numbers is increasing. Share this video, okay? Please share this video to all your friends on your WhatsApp, on your text messages, your enemies, on the block list. Just share it, okay? All right. So we have a comment from here. Choma Precious says, this particular lady is lying. That's what she said. Okay. Can you tell us why you think she's lying? Tell us why you think she's lying. So, SamSoft, even though I see some inconsistencies in the story.
She sounds so like...
Yes, I see some inconsistencies in the story because she tries to make the situation worse at some point to like she tries to paint a harsh picture.
Dramatic.
I didn't see any drama. You're just telling a
yeah,
story.
Voice, the way
happened.
that's why it's kind of a little annoying. If you are talking about something that happened to you, you know, and the way she's saying it sounds as if she already planned to do something like this.
Okay. Please, for those of you sharing, we've not done this actually. For those of you watching right now, let's do the needful like we always do, okay? Let's do the needful like we always do. Let's like where we're watching this from. Let's subscribe to this channel, please. Let's hit the notification tab so you know when we come up next week. And then finally, let's share. Share.
There's love in sharing, love in caring.
If I just could use and do advert. Okay, so this is what I think, right? She said she is engaged to be married, right? And she said Apostle told her that her fiance does not need to know. She doesn't have to tell him. She agreed. She said he wanted sex. She clarified, because she knows that for somebody like him, he is the type of person that, you know, they say the relationship will not be anything serious. So she clarified that information. She asked, what if I get pregnant? She was clarifying. And he said, do I look like the kind of man that cannot take care of my responsibilities? And then she furthermore stated, I do not want to get pregnant though, meaning willingness to have sex. She's willing to, but she doesn't want to get pregnant. So dismiss that whole this thing of having a child. I just don't want to get pregnant. I'm about to get married. And he said, of course, you will not get pregnant. Now, she now said, you have to use a condom. He now said, what do you think people will say if I go and buy a condom? Now, he's a man of God, a big man. He has people around him that can go and buy condom if he wants. They don't need to know who he wants to use the condom on. He might want to use the condom on his wife or who for whatever. But she stated he gave her 10,000 naira to go buy a condom, and she went to buy a condom. Now, this is what I think.
10,000 naira condom.
A condom must be hard. Allegedly, all these things. Allegedly. That 10,000, a condom must be strong. SamSoft, stop it. SamSoft, stop it. I don't like this. SamSoft. I don't like it.
Continue.
10,000 naira worth of condom. That's plenty condom.
I'm telling you.
So you were ready for plenty action. But let's keep that aside, right? So she went, bought the condom, and came back. He started having sex with you. You did not complain. Where's the condom I bought you? Now that condom is expensive. You did not complain. Now, where's the condom you bought? Now you go use and buy condom.
This is your sound effect for you.
No. I'm sorry. I know some people don't like what I'm saying, but 10,000 naira worth of condom. He did not use one
at all.
You didn't complain. You didn't say after you use your energy to go and buy condom, why is he not using it? No.
Did she return the condom?
Did she even buy the condom?
Exactly.
So now, he did not just do it once. He did it over and over and over again. And then she got pregnant. She's engaged to get married, but she got pregnant. Not even the pregnancy part that is alarming. Over and over again. When you are still engaged to get married, saying he promised that he was going to pay and make your wedding the most illustrious in town.
That girl, I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, people should wait. You don't know this kind of stories we're bringing to you. We're bringing back-to-back hot stories. Is he the one that slept with her husband's brother? Is he the one that slept with her bro? Don't worry, just stay tuned to ChatRoom. You will see. We have a comment. Rachel is in the house, everybody. She said, Auntie go explain tire. No evidence. Well, yeah. She go explain tire. No evidence. Very true. Very, very true.
But wait. She was pregnant?
She is pregnant.
Then that's evidence. If you do the DNA, that's evidence right there. If he's actually the baby, the father of the child. Okay, so far, if you are watching right now, tell us how you think we're doing. Yes.
Do you think we're giving you a good story so far? If not, let's explain more. So I will go down the line. I'll just summarize whatever she said, allegedly. So she went on to say, oh, she was pregnant for the guy. And then the guy, she noticed the guy is being a philanthropist, is helping people. He doesn't give her enough money. He doesn't give her enough money. Allegedly, he's helping people, doing this for people, doing that for people. But she and her child are just there. So she decided to ask the guy for more money and all that, and the guy, started doing as if he's not responsible for the child. And then she spoke to, I think his wife called her, and then the wife was like, oh, switch to video call so she can see the child. And then while she was seeing the child, the wife was taking screenshots of the video call. The child, the child looked like Apostle, taking screenshots. How do you know she was taking screenshots?
Yes, I was just waiting for this part of the story because I want to know the motive.
Yes.
We are going to the motive now. All right.
Yeah, the motive. So Rachel says, if indeed he slept with her, then that's bad and not a good example. But she's not a baby and it was consensual. So what's her issue now? Well, to this particular comment, I would want to pull a video and let's watch that video, because that video is very, very important for us to watch right now. So the video, yes, I'll pull that video right now so we can all watch that video, because we need to get different people's perspective to this, right, SamSoft?
Yep.
Okay. So we need to get different people's perspective to this, because this is a serious issue. This is an issue that can ruin. It can ruin the church. It can ruin, the man's life. It can even ruin some part of the girl's life, So we're going to be getting a reaction from another man of God.
Ruining the girl's life. I don't know if she's the one that brought it out.
Oh yeah,
she was ready to be ruined.
But she wanted to make a point, and I believe she.
That's what I was wondering, because there have to be a motive for you to get to this extent, to come out publicly.
Yes.
There got to be something. You must be looking for something.
So apparently, okay, let's go. Let's listen to this action.
A girl in Nigeria will sleep with a pastor. The next thing she will say, she wants to confess. But you slept with an engineer, you did not confess. You slept with Yahoo, you didn't confess. You slept with a barrister, you didn't confess. You follow senator sleep, you not confess. Now pastor, they confess because you had an ulterior motive at Jezebel. You came to bring down the ministry. It will not work. When the pastor follow you sleep, was he speaking in tongues? Was the pastor speaking in tongues? Was he not mourning? Was he not making sounds of joy? How come suddenly the pastor, you want to confess him? Evil. Thank God for myself, because I'm one man that I am the way I am. I take responsibilities.
I can see that.
I own up to my faults. Even if I fornicate, I owe nobody apology, because the salvation is my own. I fight it out with fear and trembling. So I own up to my responsibility. So if I fornicate today, maybe I'll come ask for mercy. When God was calling me, he didn't call me for righteousness. He called me to make me perfect, and it's a journey of himself. So then, Dr. Chibuzor, you are fighting him, you are dragging him, spoiling his name, tarnishing his image in this century where things are dotted. My name is Bishop Prophet Dr. Soje Mansoje. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on the time you meet this video. This video will be of a great concern this morning over an issue that has been going on online. This video is not done in defense, but done in facts and deep reasoning. I, for myself, I know Dr. Chibuzor, founder of OPM. He's a man I know one-on-one. Dr. Chibuzor is one I know very humble, smart, anointed of God, and has been of a very great help to the people.
Okay.
Now, there is this allegation going on about him, about a young girl who is saying that Dr. Chibuzor is the father of her child. And in the guise of Dr. Chibuzor, founder of OPM, slept with her, raped her, many different talk and deep allegations. And it's painful that a lot of people has been consenting to her ideas and words. Please, Dr. Chibuzor has over 500 orphans in his house.
Okay.
Among these 500 are some that the police even brought, that children were abandoned, brought, and then he helped. Among them are children who were born and they were dropped in front of his house.
Okay.
Among them. And then, in that house, he has more than 500 orphans staying with him. Is it one child that Dr. Chibuzor cannot take care of? Is it one child that Dr. Chibuzor cannot take care of? We should think. Number two, the girl in question who is accusing this man of God has gone viral, saying a lot, deep things, and people are believing her because they claim that she's poor, she's been oppressed, or whatsoever. Please, if there was nothing behind the evil plans of this girl, a man who can take care of 500 children, orphans without parents, is it his own child he will not take care of? Nobody is thinking. Number two, because they are aware he has only one daughter, this girl thinks he can give birth to another Jesus who will take over the empire of OPM. Because he doesn't have a motive behind it. Why is she leaving her husband?
Okay.
Why is she leaving her husband?
Yeah, that's true. She left her
After the time you were pregnant, you were with your husband. So were you a virgin when you met Dr. Chibuzor?
Wait a minute, husband or
No.
fiancé?
And then,
well, she ended up
what
marrying
exactly did you demand that was not given to you if you didn't have an ulterior motive? What exactly? I will see pastors who are.
So what she demanded for an unrented apartment for the child. And if you understand that English very well, unrented apartment for the child means a bought apartment, an apartment that is being bought for the child.
So basically, this story we are reading now did not start.
It did not start now. Since that time he collapsed.
He has been,
he collapsed.
Even before he collapsed.
It was around
because
that time.
What I'm trying to pick out here is that she's telling us the story of the beginning like it was just yesterday. The story continued after she was. It's like they have been, sorry.
Is that the story continued? As if it was a part two.
Because the way she sounded like it just happened yesterday, because like, oh, it was a mistake to her. No. She has been living in it.
Yeah.
Because she moved with that characteristics into her husband's house, because she was talking about when he met her, she was not married.
Yeah.
It was just a fiancé. And then they turned from fiancé to husband. And she continued.
Yeah, and the husband, I think, moved to Dubai or some UAE. The husband moved to UAE, and she's
that's
still in Nigeria.
Something that, like, now a story is becoming. That's like I said, there must be a motive.
So do I?
And then this so-called Archbishop or whatever.
Bishop,
that
prophet.
Is cap self. I don't understand.
It's Bishop Cap.
And it's just they walk up and down. If it's still one place talk.
Now Bishop Cap. Well, let's take these comments from Rachel. Rachel says the man self is in the news for all the wrong reasons. I don't think he's innocent though, but the lady is definitely trying to milk the situation and secure the bag for her child. Yes, definitely.
Correct.
He's not innocent. Definitely foul play. We've seen some foul plays underground, but the lady's trying to milk the cow in the sense.
One thing I picked out from that bishop that was walking around talking, he said something that Apostle Chibuzor had so many children living with him. 500
allegedly.
You see, people should learn from this. Don't put children or adults, people that you are trying to help in your home. Your home is for yourself and your wife. If you want to adopt that's a different thing. You adopt them. But if you are just caring for like
500 children. What 500 do 500 children for?
Build somewhere for them. Let them be staying somewhere else. Go and be visiting and say hello. Show them love, because you see, anything can happen.
For instance, now children will now come and begin accusing to say making sexual this thing.
That's what they do, Michael Jackson. No.
You know if Michael Jackson do.
Allegedly.
We never can tell. Exactly. But yeah, we have this cover from Kid Bro Steve. He says, did you just say 500 kids? Yes.
Okay, yeah, the
prophet I just spoke now allegedly said he has 500 children living in his house. He has a mansion, like he built a mansion and all that big. We have Jesse Chops in the house, everybody. She says, greeting from Lagos, Nigeria, Daddy. Mr. Megs.
You're in Lagos now.
Minister, we better not find you in Port Harcourt.
Exactly.
You get it? You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, we forget about it. Okay. So my thing is this, right? There are some elements of truth in this, right? But it was a collaborative thing. It was a consented thing. Forget about that part where you're saying he threatened you, because if he had threatened you and you were afraid, you would not use your hand to go and buy condom. He did not send you to buy condom originally. You were the one that said you want to go and buy.
And if you are afraid, you will not be out now talking.
Yes.
True.
Other than that,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Other than that, we understand you're trying to garner some attention. You know, you're trying to get security for your kid. You know, saying you want your child school fees 250 for your child, apartment, money that he'll be giving you, all those requirements. You know, so now from me, this is what I think about the case. Right? Did it happen? Did it not happen? I'm not God that will tell you if it happened or not. I was there. I was not there when they were talking about it and going to go and buy condom. Allegedly, I wasn't there. Were you there?
Nope.
So we cannot tell you if it's true or not. But from the little evidence that we are seeing, there's
no evidence now. Huh? Where is the evidence? It's just that she's this.
No, they went for DNA. They went for a DNA test.
Okay, and it came out that
it came out that allegedly that he's the father of the child, and another one. I'm not saying he go delay for you to respond. And another one. Yeah, and another one. Yeah. So you know, but now that's why I said the question I asked before we started was, do you think men of God should be held to that high standard where we see them as saints? They cannot do anything wrong. Or are they like normal human beings that can also make mistakes?
They are humans. They can make mistakes.
Okay.
So we have to accept that. That's why, you know, most of that, you remember we were talking about how, you know, some people you just like say, a pastor can just say, hey, they look at them like God. No, they are human. They're humans. They're not God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for the breaking news that I told you guys we had for you guys, and these just came in, you know, our reporters are very, very sharp.
Where are your comments?
Yes, don't worry. They're thinking about it. You know, this is a complicated, it's a complicated topic. Even me, I will think it before I talk. That's why I cannot say yes or I cannot say no before come and hear that Minister Meg said, you know, but we're just giving you the opinion of some people. We're giving you the opinion of some people.
What did they say?
Yes. So we have breaking news coming to our studio. Thanks to Instablog. Alleged infidelity. Apostle Chibuzor. You see, alleged. Allegedly, everybody likes allegedly. You have to use it, if not, they will sue you. Apostle Chibuzor reportedly accepts baby of his 22-year-old baby mama. Let's go in. Thank you, Instablog. Where's this volume thing? Okay, hold on. Why am I not hearing anything?
22-year-old?
Yeah, 22-year-old, sir.
That's a new one.
The girl is 22-year-old. The video has no sound. So, okay, the video has no sound, but this is the video that they were talking about. I'm gonna get the one that will have sound so that we can hear him accepting it or declining or denying it. But pretty much, Easterblock said allegedly he accepts the baby. But let's think about this critically. All right, SamSoft, what do you have to say about this? Before you respond, let me just take this comment real quick. Jesse Chop says, no, they are human beings. I've worked with 28 Reverend Fathers. So you have to tell us what those refer. Were they normal human beings on?
Jesse Shops.
Kid Bro says today's word is allegedly.
Yep.
500 kids is not allegedly. 499. Yeah, but 500. Kid Bro, leave us alone. Is it your allegedly?
Is it Kid Bro?
Is it your allegedly? We don't want to stand and say, oh no, I did not say it to you. SamSoft that said it to.
No, it's Kid Bro.
I said allegedly, oh.
Kid Bro.
Leave our allegedly alone.
As I'm telling you, 500.
So go ahead, SamSoft. What do you think about this whole thing? You've been mute.
Sometimes when you look at stories like this, you have to understand that you learn from all this kind of leadership mistakes.
Yes.
Because when God put you in a position where you lead a lot of people, you have to be mindful of your position. And the Bible says, be careful. At the same time, it said you should be mindful of things that you do. You have to understand that we are in this world. And in this world, there are so many people that is going to come after you. And so you don't want to give them the opportunity to be able to, come after you. Because it's not like even when you are in your home or your own doing your own thing, people will come after you, regardless.
Yes.
But then don't get carried away. Because when you see the story like this tells me allegedly somebody is getting carried away.
Allegedly somebody is getting
carried away. Somebody is getting carried away. You have to pay attention to what your surroundings and the people you are leading.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are leading you don't want to lead them astray. At the same time, you have to also be mindful of how you live your life.
Yes.
And don't just think that you are a superman or a superwoman and then you can just do whatever you like. Because sometimes this thing gets into the head of some people.
Yeah.
The position gets into your head, the power gets into your head.
You now become a god of man.
Yeah, exactly, not man of God. So you start acting, allegedly acting the way you're not supposed to act. So because I think sometimes they get comfortable.
Yeah.
They get comfortable and then they feel like, okay, this, like for instance, she was saying he was making threats, and we've heard about so many stories of a lot of them. They always make threats. Say, oh, if you do this, you know me, my followers are going to come after you, stuff like that. And you followers, don't be quick to come after people. Just relax and chill and wait.
Yeah.
And don't be quick to be attacking them. Oh, this person is crazy. No. You have to understand that sometimes we make mistakes.
Allegedly. Yeah. Okay, so I want us to quickly watch this before we give you our final thought from this. But so far, just let us know, what you think. So yeah, let's watch this real quick. Credit to being real person. He brought that video in. So hold on.
Where is the volume again?
It's right there. Don't worry.
So today we are continuing on Apostle Chibuzor's case, and it has taken a lot of different turns. But I'll take my time to break it down for you in this video. If you are seeing me for the first time, the name is George. I don't take prisoners.
You want to go and lie against an innocent man because somebody tell you will take you to America. How daft are you? May you never be a victim to 419 in the name of Jesus.
Let me give you an idea of people we are going to be looking at today in this conversation. First is Dr. Daniel Ochu, our native prophet, I see. Mabong Sunday, who has responded to the husband. Remember in our last video, the husband came out and was asking for the son and all that. She has responded to him. Then fifth is the person of Apostle Chibuzor, the Jacobin himself. Recently, there has been this whole amplification of his philanthropy, which is supposed to be a perceived attention grabber over this particular case. Now, if you have watched me over time, I've been fair in my analysis of what I'm seeing, that to a great extent, you can't deny the fact that he's a philanthropist.
Yeah.
So we are going to start from the person of Dr. Daniel Ochu. Like I told you, the case is already in court and there is a next date for the court case. He hasn't announced it yet, but he has said that he's going to be live in Nigeria for that particular case, since he has seen a lot of damage control going on social media in a way to paint.
You're going to the court or what?
Yeah, court. So this guy, Daniel Ochu, is based here in the United States, right? Okay. So I guess he was the first person to leak the story about the girl and Apostle Chibuzor, allegedly. And he leaked it, but nobody took him serious because he's not famous until Happy Boys shared it. So that's why I was trying to connect it.
Okay.
Until Happy Boys allegedly shared it. And, then he now started going viral. Some blogs
I want to pray for you
it.
right now. You will not feed your enemy to kill you.
You better not be praying too much, because that's what the Apostle Chibuzor did in his church last week Sunday. When he went and started praying, he said, anybody gossiping you, let them die in a motor accident.
No, that kind of prayer is a witchcraft prayer. Which kind of die in a motor accident?
Die in a motor accident too. Okay.
My own prayer is that you will not go and be feeding somebody that is going to cause harm to you.
Amen. Oh.
Because can you imagine he's taking care of those boys? Look at their plan.
I know.
Not be human being.
Okay, let's take this comment real quick. Rachel says you can't dip yourself in mud with kids as a parent and then say, oh, I'm also human and deserve to play too like kids. No, you are expected to know and be better as a parent. Yes, very true. Very true. Eugene Opala says, from the story, it seems the young lady is a gold digger who plots to reap where she did not sow. But don't you think that head or tail is allegedly on the winning side already? Don't you think that head or tail is allegedly on the winning side already? I don't get that part. I don't get that part. Please shed more light, sir. Kid Bro Steve says, gold digger is not as bad as sinning from the top 10 sinning from the top 10 commandments. Yeah. But clearly, yes, she's trying to benefit from the situation.
Correct.
She's trying to benefit. I'm sorry, that's what happens these days. You put your rod in the wrong place, it will rust. Either it rust or it shine.
What do you mean rod? You mean the rod of the staff from Moses or what?
Now you know.
Okay.
It could be the rod from the staff. So that's the background of this doctor. He came out with the story first, and then it started going viral.
The situation different from what it actually is. Now, Imabong Sunday. Based on our last video, following up to that, Imabong has come out to speak out about it, and she has claimed that Chinedu himself has been paid by the person of Apostle Chibuzor based on her relationship with the person of Chinedu as her husband. Remember?
Chinedu is the husband to that girl. And Chinedu, the husband, is saying, bring the child to me. He's my child. I'll take care. Of course, child that comes with 10 million and some benefits.
Yeah. 10 million we could finish. No.
But some benefits.
Okay.
You never can tell. It might be unending 10 million. But let's keep going.
Based on the story, Chinedu was sent out to Dubai as a result of fracas that was happening between her situation and Apostle Chibuzor, because she knows her husband more than you and I would know on social media. Let's look at that for a moment. So she said here, my attention has been drawn to the video of Chinedu, the same guy I was forced to marry, saying I should bring his child for him and that he has been calling and my number isn't going through. That is very laughable, she says. Chinedu, you are not my problem. I am aware that Apostle Chibuzor has paid you some money to make that video against me because he wants you to start fighting with me and thereby diverting the attention from the truth to the cheap lie such as yours. And it's actually a good conspiracy if you look at it that way, so that, because like I always tell you, it depends on where the attention is the most, that is where it gets most of the hit. So more of like a diversion. But moving on right here, I'm too smart for that nonsense and I won't fall for it. You called me 4 days ago with a different number, and when I realized it was you, I dropped the call. You proceeded to sending me a voice message asking for my account number and that you want to send money to your son. Interesting. The same person son he talks about now, because you see, when our native prophet came out, he said that this her husband is well-to-do and taking care of a child. Why is she coming to Apostle Chibuzor to come and disturb him over the child that belongs to the husband who is claiming and is well-to-do to provide for the child? Now you are saying something right here. For the past 3 years, that was the first time you did such, and there and then I knew you have been bought over. But I'm not surprised as you really need money after being deported from Dubai. So it's not as if the husband probably was brought back from Dubai.
What if there was an automated software that could make passive income for you? You've probably heard about.
So, guys, what do you think after hearing all these stories? What do you think? For me, I think what I'm thinking. SamSoft, what do you think?
Like I always say, like what I would say, that if the Bible says, "He that covereth his sin will not prosper." Like when you commit something, when you do something wrong, instead of covering it, because the more you're trying to cover it, the more you're going to be committing more mistakes.
Yeah.
You just go ahead and admit what you've done and clean it up, rather than trying to, just like what happened with David, slept with Bathsheba, right?
Yeah.
And was trying to cover it up. As a result of trying to cover it up, he committed more sin. But, killing the husband. So what I would say in this kind of situation is that even you that is watching, one of us that is watching, have to learn from all these kind of stories. Take out anybody. So don't think that, I cannot make this kind of mistake. Yeah, it can come in different
shapes, different forms.
So you have to learn from it. You make a mistake, admit your mistakes, and correct the mistake. That's all I have to say. Because the more you are trying to cover your sin or your mistake, you commit more.
You commit more to cover it.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. That's what I'm going to say about this story.
Well, that's nicely put. That's nicely put. For me, I would say we're all human beings, right? We're all human beings, and we are all prone, like you said, to making mistakes. But at the same time, we need to understand that things could go wrong at any time, and it's always important that we try as much as possible to protect ourselves. Very, very important that we protect ourselves, protect our mind. And also, people keep asking, why now? Why now? Why is all this thing happening to Apostle Chibuzor? So this is why I think it's happening. The more you are in the limelight, the more exposed you are, the more prone to exposure. So even if it's the tiniest bad thing you did, people will want to talk about it because you are in the limelight. If Apostle Chibuzor was not Apostle Chibuzor, he was just a farmer somewhere, you will not hear about this.
Exactly.
You wouldn't hear about this. But he is a philanthropist. He's out there. He's doing all these things. So yes, his name will definitely fly, and the name will attract a lot of bees, if you know what I'm talking about, because technically he's honey, you know. But at the end of the day, that doesn't excuse any wrongdoing at all. It doesn't. The girl should try to be reasonable with her demands. I believe if you want to do, if it's child support you want,
give me the laugh. He said she should be reasonable with her demands.
Yeah, she should be reasonable with her demands. You know, if it's child support,
some of them don't do what is watch. Don't really
know.
Now,
my own thing now is that guy from America that is going to Nigeria and saying he wants to take it to court. He wants to take it to court. What is he taking it to court for?
I don't even know what is.
What does he aim to achieve from this? It wasn't rape.
Exactly.
There was no rape
at all.
The girl cannot prove that he threatened her, because he in the court of law, he who alleges must prove. There's a language that they use, but you know, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't speak that language. But he who alleges must prove. So if she can prove that he threatened her, good and fine. But if she cannot prove it, then that case is not
even with a threat.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that he went around to do anything. Even when you threaten somebody and you didn't commit the crime.
Well, if you threaten somebody and the person, then yeah, it's coercion or something. Yeah. So Kid Bro Steve says, as an apostle, people are expected to hear from God through him. With all this going on, who could sit under his ministry? Plenty. People. A lot of people. A lot of people.
Because he's still a nice man.
He needs to sit down. He needs to sit down.
As a man, he's still a good man to so many people, you know.
Yeah.
So they're not going to let you because of this, and they're going to just abandon him.
He's not really hearing from God any longer. Says who? Are you kidding me? Do you know how many men of God that he still hear from God? God does not.
Let us. David now. Why will you be talking like that? David in the Bible.
Okay.
He slept with somebody's wife.
Devo.
He by the husband joy. God still speak to
God still speak to her. Is it Igwe Solo you want to talk about? Is it Abraham you want to talk about?
Exactly.
You know,
God will still speak to you.
So the grace and mercy of God is based on how God. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. It's a big mystery.
Yeah.
So yeah, that your point, Kid Bro. I don't really agree with that. Your point. But yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in your numbers today. We appreciate it. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the support. SamSoft released a new song.
Hey, you know if it's stressing me. You know if it bother me. Pastor Chibuzor sing this song to them. You know if it's stressing me. You know if it bother me. I'm not going to lose my mind for you, because I need my mind for me. Hey, Chibuzor. No one else people don't carry your load. Make you not give me your load. Your wallet over your head. Hey!
May we not hear bad breaking news coming from SamSoft and in Jesus' name.
Make you not use your blue stay spoil my afro. Make you not use your blue stay spoil my mind. Oh. Not be in my mind, you do pay with. Nah. Let's go with the chorus. We lift our hands to the Almighty. Into Yeshua Mashiach, we lift our voice to the Almighty. Hail to the Lion of Judah.
Go and listen to that song. It's titled Lion. Lion by SamSoft. Lion by SamSoft. We're gonna have a special interview where we would talk about that song. Correct. Yeah, it's gonna be a special show. Because if we put it on, if we play the song here, YouTube will come on fire and come and want to take down the video.
Now let me just a singer. If you give the problem attention, you will get wrong direction. So make you not give them attention. Because they look for attention.
Kibro Steve is trying to go into Bible debate with you. He says, remember Saul?
Saul.
Yeah.
Saul and David Grace are very different grace.
Very different grace.
Very different grace.
Say yeah, man. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, so next week, right? I didn't want us to go without you knowing about this.
Not be David that take replace Saul.
Oh. Guys, next week we're having a special show. We're having a special guest in the house. This particular special guest in the house, oh my God, my SamSoft. You need to see what this guy.
You need to really doing more too. So he said, more.
Now you talking. You need to see what this guy is doing on TikTok.
Let me see. Who's that?
His name is Dan. His name is Dan. I'm trying to get the
engineer slow to deal
with. I know. No, the engineer is just angry.
Yeah, because they don't give him.
He's angry because we did not.
Don't give him more.
Yes. So his name is Dan. We'll be bringing Dan on the show next week, and I just want to show you guys something that Dan said that I think you need to listen to, because this will help you understand.
Prepare your mind
for next week. It will help you prepare your mind for next week, because men these days, men are suffering in the hands of women.
I'm not.
I'm coming now. When it comes to divorce,
as I said many times,
relating to divorce, men are suffering in the hands of women relating to divorce. So men are now beginning to speak out. Men are refusing to get married these days. They said no to marriage because of what divorce is doing. Nowadays, okay, just listen to this. Listen to this.
One of the goals of this channel is to educate men on how things are out in the real world. And along those lines, one of the things I like to do is show men how women think and how they learn to think that way. For example,
how are men going to change if we don't teach them about the patriarchy, if we don't put that work in?
Ah, yes, the patriarchy, a nebulous term that's been around for decades now. One that rarely can be actually defined. And that lack of exact definition, well, that's on purpose. Because you see, it's a lie. And as someone said a long time ago, tell a lie often enough, it becomes the truth. And sadly, this is the truth that's drummed into little girls from the time they're born all the way up until they become full-fledged women, to believe that society, aka the patriarchy, is against them, and that men are to blame for everything.
We don't have to convince men of our humanity and to stop oppressing us.
All right, first of all, men have always viewed women as human. And while it's fair to say that there have been men that have oppressed women, the reality is that number is few and far between.
All we have to do is withdraw our services from them, and they will be forced to fucking change.
Withdraw your services? Oh, I'm not touching that one. But there is a takeaway for men from that statement, that today's women see relationships as nothing more than business transactions, an exchange of goods or, well, services.
We have to stop doing labor for them without anything in return.
Again, I want to point out, this is what girls and women have been taught for decades now. And it's led to this belief that men somehow are incapable of taking care of themselves. We literally cannot feed ourselves, wash our clothes, do dishes, or do anything unless a woman does it for us. And that the way to train us like little puppy dogs is to not do things for us.
Okay, we're gonna stop right here. We'll stop right here with this guy. He's gonna be here in chat room next week Sunday, live and direct. Tell all the ladies in the house. I'm sure you already know what's coming for you. And you ladies know what's coming. You know what's coming for you. You already know. We already have a comment. I have a comment from Valerie Messiah. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. How you
She
doing?
said, is he talking about white women or black women?
All the women.
Next week. Come next week. Come next week. You will get your answer. Okay? Come next week, you get your answer. So tell all your friends to come and fight this man. Okay? They need to come fight. Because
gather your questions.
Gather your questions. Gather all your weapons. Okay? Because you will need to show something. So it's going to be Heartbreaking Truth on the Effects of Divorce on Men. And it's next week, Sunday. Stanley is going to be with us. Dan is going to be with us. And of course, you already know us.
Yeah, we're here.
So tell your friends, listen, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, factor in the remaining time all around the world where you are, based on where you are, okay? Thank you very much for joining us this week on ChatRoom with Mex. It's been beautiful. We shall see you next week, unfailingly, by God's grace. Same time, same station. You don't finish.
Same place, same people. Only that other guy is going to be different, right?
We lift our hands to the Almighty, hail to Yeshua Mashiach.